Hello, sports fans, and welcome to this live video streaming event from Table Rock Sports Productions in partnership with our local school districts, in this case, the Rogue Community College, and our outstanding sponsors who make these live presentations possible. I'm Terry Ross coming to you live from Lithia Drive Fields. We're at the Gary H. Wheeler Field today, or otherwise known for many years as Field number 10 over here. This is the Lithia Superstore game of the day, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. And today's game features Clackamas coming to town. Trying to get this all right, but Clackamas is in town and taking on the Rogue Community College Ospreys. I'm pleased to bring you this game on TableRockSports.net. As we say, it's in partnership with the Rogue Community College and also our sponsors who keep these events free for fans to enjoy, so let them know that you appreciate their support. And you can also help Table Rock Sports out by subscribing to our YouTube channel. If you've already done that, we say a big thank you to you. When we return, we'll be very close to game action here as we are at the Lithia Field and watching Rogue Valley Women's Soccer. Rogue Valley. Hello, Rogue Community College Women's Soccer. We're back with the action right after this on TableRockSports.net.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Come enjoy the patio weather and a brand new menu at Tap Rock Northwest Grill, where friends and family gather and memories are made. Come visit us today or visit our website.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day broadcasts, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon, here on TableRockSports.net. Doing a little setup over there on the camera, so don't worry, we're not trying to make you seasick. The Ospreys will be going left to right across your screen. Clackamas, when they come out, they will be in their red uniforms going right to left across the screen. Both of these teams come into this game with a 1-1 record. Both of them a little bit in the rebuilding process. Talking to Coach Tyler Lewis, the Clackamas head coach. Last year he was hired just a few weeks before the season began, and they just had to try and find enough players to get through the season, which they did. They managed to do that and not have to forfeit any games, which thought was a pretty big accomplishment on their part, and they even managed to win a couple of conference games. So he was pretty happy about that. But now they have a full complement of players, and they're looking for better things to come. Meanwhile, talking to Coach Gavin Wilmot, his team is, well, he says, he's pretty happy with where the progress is right now. Again, last year was just a little bit of a rebuilding year. Forget trying to get too many wins. You just wanted to get everybody out there playing and make sure you have a full team. So he got that done. And so now we're ready to see what these two teams can do. And we'll try to give you a clock. This one will go from 0 to 45. So those of you that are watching, it's a little different than high school, which goes from 40 to 0. But here we're going to go up. And here we're on our way. Again, we'll try to familiarize ourselves with all the players, as this is the first time that yours truly has taken a look at either one of these teams. So we'll have to see what we've got going here. Inbounding it right now for Clackamas is Faith Burnett, and they'll do it again. As knocking it out of bounds is Sophia Rodriguez, one of the players that Coach Wilmot mentioned as a kind of a key player for the Ospreys. And out of bounds again, so Clackamas will take another shot at it. This time, Brianna Lozano with the inbound. Clackamas keeping the pressure on right now. This is all the action is being played on the Osprey side of the field. In case you're wondering, we're using yellow lines today. There's a shot blocked. So with that shot, I believe that was Gwen Robertson, but Esme Barnes stopped that one. One save for Barnes. Corner kick coming up if they get to it before or after the game. Is a great time to visit Dutch Brothers and enjoy your favorite beverage. September is Buck for Kids Month at Dutch Brothers, where $1 of every purchase goes to local youth organizations in our community. Into the middle it goes, but Rogue is going to get that out of there. Here comes Clackamas, so right back with it. Nope, Rogue will take control. Let's see if they can get it down the way. There's a nice stop. That's going to go way out of bounds. That'll be a goal kick coming up for Clackamas. In goal for Clackamas this afternoon is Emerson Stepp. And Stepp will take this goal kick. And any of you that are up in the Clackamas area listening, whether it's live or whether you're going to listen to it later, welcome to the Table Rock Sports Network. As that ball goes out of bounds, Lozano will inbound it one more time. I want her to back up. Keep backing up there. Right there. Even with the line is what the official says. And out. I will do it again. Right now in this soccer match, where we seem to be in all soccer matches, I don't care whether you're going from high school up to World Cup, and that is here in the first few minutes, everybody just kind of probing to see where the weaknesses are. So a lot of back and forth out there on the field, and nobody really having sustained control. Chasing it down into the corner. Around one, punch it into the middle, and there's a shot that was taken by Rodriguez, but couldn't do anything with it. Clark getting it into her, but not able to quite get a good shot at it. We're going to go out of bounds again. Now, unlike last night when we were watching soccer, they don't have anybody chasing the ball down. Players are doing it, so it takes them a little bit of time. Today's game is brought to you by Tap Rock Northwest Bar and Grill in Grants Pass, also Elmer's Restaurants of Medford. There's the throw in. Rodriguez trying to, or make that Clark, trying to get that back into the middle, but taken away by Clackamas. Lozano grabbing that one. Skylar Ross, whose last name should be easy for me to remember. And here comes Ross with it one more time, punching that one way out. And then they'll just let it go out of bounds over the end line. And it'll quickly become a goal kick for Barnes. And that'll go Clackamas direction. We can also mention that the Southern Oregon Sports Commission's Know Your Role campaign is promoting respectful behavior at youth sporting events, is also one of the sponsors of today's game. So right now, a lot of back and forth. We've had one decent shot on goal that went way over the top. But at least it was a pretty clear shot. Just couldn't get it in. Really, other than that, neither team getting too much of an angle on the goal. And Barnes will have another goal kick. I can tell you that the clock you're looking at on your screen is about, that one's wide. Trying to get that one in. We can get the number focused. Trying to get that one was Lozano. Lozano couldn't quite get it there. That's going to go out of bounds to Clackamas. Couldn't get it there. Clackamas had a shot, but the Ospreys step inside and stop that drive. Now here comes Rogue. This is Clark with it. Trying to get it inside, but no, that's going to be caught right in the air by Step. I was telling you that the clock that you're looking at on the screen is about 2 seconds slow compared to the one here in the stadium, which seems to be fairly typical for this clock on the computer. So if you're wondering where we're at, we're probably closer to 9:24 than 22. They're saying neither team really able to do anything about getting a decent shot. There's Clark trying to get it over to Rodriguez. She couldn't get there for it, but Clackamas is the one that knocked it out of bounds, and now we will go for a corner kick. Haley Burton will be taking this corner kick. Nope, it's a throw in. I got a little too excited. It went out before. There's the pass through. But unfortunately, right to step. Clark takes it away from Ross that time. Into the middle it goes. Can they get something going here? Trying to get it back to Rodriguez, but can't do it. Clackamas steps in. Sending it back the other way, though, is Burton. Now they'll go way back out on top. And out of bounds to Clackamas. Fall sports action is being brought to you by our title sponsor, Lithia Superstore Jeep Dodge Chrysler. Also our presenting sponsor, Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon. They're opening a couple of new stores, one in Klamath Falls and one in Roseburg. That means they'll have 9 locations that can serve your cellular needs. We won't talk too much about the crowd, but I did ask the Rogue Community College AD, I says, how come we're not playing these games at night? But he says there's kind of a move on to do that. You can ask for permission, apparently, to play them differently than the set times based on what the conference has been thinking, but more and more of the schools in the conference, he says, are indicating they'd rather be playing later in the day, and part of that is because of getting a crowd out, especially once school starts, which of course it has not here for Rogue Community College, even though they are playing soccer, but they don't start until about the last week of September, so there is all of that, I guess. Goal kick coming up for Step. Directing traffic. Not going to allow him to set that up, though. Rogue cuts that one off quickly. Clark can't get that through. But Rogue's going to control it again. Right now it's on the foot of Reagan Hussey. And then down it comes to Burton. And then taken away. Burton chasing it down one more time. Gets it over to Clark. But not in. Lozano right there to break it up for Clackamas. "45-minute halves," just for those of you that don't always watch college soccer. So we're a long ways to go in terms of time for this one. Out of bounds. Clackamas direction. Today's game is brought to you in part by Avista Utilities and our friends from Pinnacle 365. You can use your peak rewards to save on gas and snacks on your next road trip with the team. Now the running throw in that time, but Barnes is going to step and take it on a hop. Roll it out to Clark. Rodriguez has it. Around one, around two defenders to the middle. Nope. Can't get it done in the end. Now gets it right back, though, from Clackamas. And Clackamas steps in and steals it, and then right back to Rogue again. Starting to see the attack become with a little more pressure and a little more spread out than it was when we first started this. As I said, they have a tendency, no matter what level of soccer you're watching, the first few minutes of it is just kind of back and forth as they probe each other, looking for the soft spots. As the first half goes on, they begin to find them. We'll see if finding them leads to success and eventually a score. There's a shot on goal, but Barnes will knock it away. That was Ross with that shot, but nothing doing. Clackamas will get it back again. And goes out over the fence and across the street. There's a shot. Barnes will grab that one out of the air. That shot by Clackamas was made by Kira Sullivan. Sullivan couldn't get it, and Barnes stopped it. And out of bounds. Clackamas direction. Clark has it out down in the corner. Rodriguez trying to get it into the middle, couldn't quite get it there. It'll go out of bounds. Burton will inbound it. Clark getting it over to Mary Whalen. Whalen to the middle. Back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez can't get a shot off. Clackamas gets that out of there. Burton will take it. And Rogue will go the other way. And periods of silence is simply when I'm letting the camera do the work for me. They're just kind of going back and forth at midfield. Out of bounds. No. That'll be a kick for Clackamas. Don't be afraid to zoom that camera. When they get over there, just really zoom in so we can see where the ball's at. There's Rodriguez again. And there's a shot, but Stepp will stop that one. So that was a pretty good shot that time. Pretty clean shot. Fairly open between two defenders. Just that didn't have enough on it to get it past Stepp, who picked that one up pretty easily. And out of bounds. Rogue will take it again. For a little bit there in this game, it appeared that the teams were starting to figure out where they wanted the ball to go offensively. But both defenses have tightened up, and we're just going back and forth right now. Both teams get it down to what you see on your screen at about the 30-yard line. That's about the end of the offensive push. Now Clackamas has it at what you can see is the 30-yard line. Let's see if they can do anything with it. Ross firing, and Barnes will grab it on a couple of hops. And punt it deep and out of bounds. We're doing American football. That's about a 45-yard punt. Coming into the game for Clackamas is McKenna Gottschall. She'll be coming here. Clear to the far side. Ross headed to the bench. Stepp will take this and decide what to do with it. It's a punt. Knocked away by the Ospreys. Haven't referred to Clackamas by their nickname, as it were, the Cougars. Lozano taking that one away. And now here comes the Cougars trying to get it down front. Gotchel. But Barnes is going to grab that one. That was Roth there that took that one. Here comes Gotchel. Trying to get around Burton. Burton trying to get around Gotchel. Burton's going to kick it out of bounds. Over the end line, so one would think that Clackamas is going to set up for a corner kick. Indeed, here comes the one to perform the corner kick. For almost 50 years, Bill's Glass has been the clear choice in Southern Oregon for your home, vehicle, or business needs. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass supports our schools and communities. So way down in the corner. And to the middle it goes, but the Ospreys will get that out of there pretty easily. Rodriguez. Trying to get around, and it gets bumped off of the bowl. Pretty good battle between her and Roth. Turns out that Rodriguez touches it last as it goes over the end line. Step. Well, get rid of this. Clark, unfortunately, is the one that took it. Clark will fire on net, but real wide. Maybe this will be like last night's North-South Medford boys soccer match. We'll play a scoreless half and wait until the next half to do all the scoring. I got about 16 minutes to go here in this half, though, so a little ways. Over it comes. There's a shot. No. Step is going to fall, or Barnes is going to fall on it. Question is, what can the Ospreys do with it down here? They've had it down here a few times. I'll go out of bounds. Goes off a Roth. No, didn't go out of bounds. Clackamas saved it. So here comes the Cougars. There's a shot, way high. Taking that shot that time was Katie Curtis. I was going to say, we have a a number that isn't on our roster, number 24. So if she does anything, we have no idea what her name is. I'll just tell you that up front. Sometimes the coaches, if we don't remind them about numbers, they forget that they got somebody on the roster who's changed their number or something like that. This one's going to go out of bounds. Clackamas. We have a substitution. Clark is on her way out. And coming in is Jasmine Gonzalez Chavez. Clark is, by the way, looks like got a bloody nose or something. Bloody lip, something like that. Over there dealing with it. Trying to cut it off, and doing so is Rogue. That'll go out of bounds. Medford is your sport ground where the West Coast comes to play. Visit travelmedford.org/sports to learn more about the many tournament venues, world-class outdoor opportunities, and the event calendar to find out what's going on. Again, out of bounds. Corner kick coming up now for the Ospreys. Let's see how this works out for them. Making the kick is going to be Whalen. They're getting ready to send it into the middle. It's always an interesting proposition. A little too high. And they'll go back out of bounds again. Clackamas direction. Went over everybody's head. So goal kick. Stepp will see what she can do with it. We're approaching the 34th minute, so we've got about 11 minutes in this half. A little less than. A little more than. Tripping. Rogue direction. Getting tripped that time was Hussey. She's going to take the kick. There's some fierce exchange going on there. Clackamas trying to get that thing out of there. As Rogue putting on lots and lots of defensive pressure. So and we got an injured player. But not for long. Looks like she's up. Yep. That'd be Roth. She's managing to get off on her own power. Table Rock Sports would like to say thank you to our great sponsors. That would include the John L. Scott Real Estate Scoreboard and our longtime friends from Sherm's Thunderbird and Food for Less in Southern Oregon. So again, an injury means that we need a substitution. Katerina Lucero into the game. And a long walk down. Clark came back in during that timeout, and he just wanted to make sure Clark was okay. The official. Clark will send it ahead. Rogue, or Clackamas is going to take that. The Cougars will set up one more time. Pretty sure we're going to have some stoppage time here. So we'll get to 45 and we'll just kind of let the clock keep rolling. We'll reset it during halftime, but it'll let us know how much stoppage time. Rogue can't really advance the ball. And they're going to turn it over to Clackamas again. And Clackamas is definitely not advancing the ball right now. Rogue. Well, they move it back out. Burton with it. In the middle it goes. Rodriguez. And there's a one bouncer. It was Burton, I believe, with that shot. I get the glasses on the actual number. It could be wrong. Yep, number 5 actually. It was Emma Bond that had the shot. There's Rodriguez with it. Stop. Go back the other way. A lot of nifty footwork. Now taking it away. And firing again on goal is Bond, but this one's wide left. We would like to say thanks to all of our sponsors. That includes Conger Moore's Funeral Directors of Southern Oregon. And out of bounds it goes. A couple other sponsors, Avista Utilities and the Rogue Valley Transportation District. The Rogue Valley Transportation District have expanded the routes to help you get to work, school, or appointments. You can visit rvtd.org to learn more about those routes. Into the middle it goes, but Clackamas is going to take that away. 4.5 minutes left in the half, more or less. As people say, the interesting thing about soccer is there's only one person that knows how much time is actually left. And right now he's not talking. Usually we get a signal when we get down to the final 2 minutes. So we'll see. Trying to push it is Clackamas. But Rogue will have nothing to do with that. And make him kick it back out and start over again. With only 3 minutes to go, if somebody wants to score in this half, they're going to have to do something like put a little pressure on. No call. Here comes Clackamas. Nope, gonna be taken away. Step booting that one out of there. Lozano that time taking it away. There's Ross. That one's hooking. Quite a slice on that one. We're playing golf. It'd be way out there somewhere in the rough. Barnes will kick it away on the goal kick. Haven't mentioned the John L. Scott scoreboard too much because nobody's scored any points, but John L. Scott sponsors the scoreboard. They have offices in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene. So if you got a real estate issue, I want to go see them. It's on the loose. Rogue is going to get it out of there. So we're going to be in stoppage time here for a little while. Official holding up his fingers with 2 minutes. I think he's holding up 2. That one's out of bounds. Clackamas direction, 1 minute. Gonna have to push it if you only got 1 minute. Dripping. Getting ready to kick this. Looks like maybe Clark is going to take the kick. Nope. There's a shot on goal, but Stepp will handle that one. And with that, we'll have halftime. So, we've made it to halftime. And as we have gotten this far, there's still no score in this game between Rogue Community College and Clackamas. When we come back, it'll be time for the Medford Parks and Recreation halftime report. We'll have that for you next here on TableRockSports.net.
Thanks for the ride. I'll see you after the game.
Hey, Dear Katie, I've been your #1 fan since I watched your first game all those years ago, and I still love watching you play. But I wanted to see you win so badly that my competitive nature got the best of me. I lost track of what's important. I thought I was supporting you, but I was really just embarrassing you. I'm not your coach, and I'm not an official. I forgot my role. I'm your parent, and you deserve better. From here on, I promise to keep my emotions under control. I'll cheer for you and all the other players, no matter the score, no matter the outcome. Thank you for sharing with me how I can do a better job of supporting you, your team, your coaches, and the sports you love. Still your #1 fan. Love, Dad.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Any time is a good time to plan your funeral, except at the time of the funeral. At Conger Morris, we know that there are so many advantages to planning ahead. It eases the burden on our families at their worst time. Pre-planning also alleviates their stress, knowing the funeral costs are already taken care of. And it allows your service to be more meaningful, with all of your wishes being taken care of. Call us today for personalized assistance in creating your own plan. Conger Morris, we'll always be there.
Diverse venues? We got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Okay, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
Discover the West Coast destination for those seeking more. More sunny days, more athletic facilities, more outdoor adventures, more to do during downtime. Medford is your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Welcome back to the Medford Parks and Recreation halftime report. We need to let you know that when it comes to the Medford Parks and Recreation Department, that the Fall Recreation Guide is out. and there are activities to sign up for. You can visit playmedford.com, or you can call the Santos Center if you would like to learn more about that. Thought I had something more recent about it than that. But anyway, there we are. You can call them. We're at halftime here at the Lithia driveway fields. And at halftime, as you can see on the John L. Scott scoreboard, there's no score. So we don't have a whole lot of scoring to talk about. Really not a whole lot of plays to talk about, as neither team was really able to move the ball effectively. And they did get some shots on goal, maybe a little more than I'm thinking, but they weren't great shots for the most part. So we'll see what happens here in the second half as these two teams are looking for their second win in conference play. They are looking for their second win of the season, period. So they're trying to get started here, as we told you at the beginning. Both of these colleges here, these community colleges, had a bit of a rough year last year, but trying to do some rebuilding and hopefully having more success this year than last year. We're at halftime. There is no score. We'll have more halftime for you when we return after this on TableRockSports.net.
What do you do when a loved one has been wrongfully injured or killed? It's simple. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Pick it up. Let's go. Come on. Defense. What am I teaching you at home? Has this kid played before? Shoot it. Oh. Come on, ref. Open your eyes. Can't you see out there? So, which one's your kid?
The referee.
You can be a parent, athlete, coach, or an official, but you can only be one. Know your role.
So what do you do when you can't work because you were injured on the job? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
It's game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
Daily adventures this summer starts at Pinnacle 365. Accelerate your day with morning motivation. Freshly ground, swiftly brewed. Add some extra crunch to your lunch with our mouth-watering crispy crunchy chicken. The perfect combination of crispy juicy chicken and irresistible flavors. Earn free rewards and save at least 16 cents a gallon with our Peak Rewards app. Get supercharged and add to your fuel savings when you purchase Core Water, Nestle ice cream, and Red Bull. This summer, let's meet at the Peak and save on our daily adventures.
You want diverse venues? We got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
I ride the bus to get to work. My family and I just moved here, and my wife and kids use the car right now. Being able to ride the bus has been huge for us. All right, first day at the new job. Here we go.
I ride the bus because I don't really like to drive anymore. I can take it to the store without needing to ask for help. It also takes me to my kids' house.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Excitement is building for the January 2024 opening of the Rogue X Community Complex. The Aquatics and Event Centers await you with 2 indoor swimming pools and water slides. The Event Center is going to be hosting basketball and volleyball leagues, also tournaments and some other indoor events. So you'll want to visit playmedford.com or check out your fall activities guide to learn more about the Rogue Credit Community Complex, Rogue X. Well, here we are at halftime, 0-0. Neither team really been able to get much going as far as that is concerned. It's been pretty much a defensive struggle, not just because the scoreboard says so, but just simply because offense has not been really existent. Here in the first half, we've had most of the game played between the 30-yard line stripes on the football field. And so we'll see if they can figure this out at halftime, what kind of adjustments are made and who's going to be able to find that soft spot in the defense. I will say that the Rogue Ospreys had a couple of decent shots at it, especially towards the end of the half, but they weren't able to do anything with it. The Clackamas Cougars had some shots at it also, but probably not quite as many as Rogue. But it doesn't make any difference, as you still have a 0-0 game. The goalies have played fairly well here today, and again, not just because there's a 0-0 score, but simply because anything that's come their way hasn't even had a chance of getting into the net. It's been either captured or batted away easily. And haven't even threatened to get one in the net yet. So the goalies are doing a fine job. It is just a bit of a defensive struggle as the defenses on both sides are dominating at this point in the ball game. We're about ready to begin the second half. We have just a little ways to go, and we'll be back with second half action right after this on TableRockSports.net.
They're very curious about your new family member.
Hello. We built her so we could get a family plan.
Well, with U.S. Cellular, it's just $19.99 per line for 1, 2, or 3 lines.
Oh.
I guess we don't need a 4th line anymore.
This is awkward.
U.S. Cellular, built for us.
Visit U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou, Southern Oregon's exclusive authorized agent for U.S. Cellular, now serving Roseburg and Klamath Falls. See SOUScellular.com for details.
My name is Mason Mahaffey. I'm the Solar Pros Manager of Oregon, and I'm also a teacher and a coach here in the Rogue Valley. Have you looked into solar panels and it didn't make financial sense? I brought Solar Pros here to Oregon to make it more affordable for working class families to put solar on their home. Solar Pros is purposely beating our competitors' prices by thousands of dollars because we are that serious about saving you money. Solar Pros PNW provides the most comfortable, educational, and personal solar experience in Oregon. Visit our Facebook page at Solar Pros PNW to see all of our projects and all the families that we are helping save money.
Jeep Adventure Days at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great inventory of new 23 Jeep Gladiator and Cherokee 4x4 models, or test drive a new 23 Ram 1500 4x4. Shop online today with our online process to calculate your own payment, whether it's a lease, finance, or cash payment. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
It takes meticulous planning,
continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Come enjoy the patio weather and a brand new menu at Tap Rock Northwest Grill, where friends and family gather and memories are made. Come visit us today or visit our website.
And we return here to Lithia Drive Fields. Gary H. Wheeler Field in particular is where we are. This is the Lithia Drive Fields is a huge sports complex. For those of you up north and may not be familiar with it, several baseball fields, softball fields. This is a multi-use field here. They have exclusive soccer fields at the complex. This is a multi-use. They have 2 high schools that play their home games here. At least for the moment, that's the way it works. As I drive around town, I see that quite possibly one of them is building a football field somewhere else. Potentially. That's what the sign says. So, we have that going for us. So they, this is a big complex here, though. On a wonderful day in the Rogue Valley. We haven't had the create extra noise in your ear. We haven't necessarily had a lot of wonderful days in the, well, we have recently, unfortunately. No rain down here. 68 degrees right now as we get ready to start the second half. But, yeah, we haven't had any rain down here, significant rain, for a long time. But seems like maybe they're getting control of those fires that surround us. Although I understand for those of you that live up in Clackamas, you're not too close to it. But you do have the Sandy Fire up there. All right, here we go. I guess I should get my clock started. And let's see what the Ospreys and the Cougars can do this half. Trying to advance it quickly now, but it's not really happening. Ross picks it up for Clackamas. Fires it ahead. That's going to be out of bounds. Goal kick coming up for the Ospreys. Running that down is Clark. Tried to get it into the middle, but there was nobody there. Except a bunch of red shirts. That's Clark looking to get it to the middle, but won't be able to do that. And there's a one hopper sent by Bond. Barnes will take it. Osprey's trying to get it out of there. They do. And Rodriguez has ridden off the ball. Now the Ospreys will see if they can't advance that thing. And out of bounds it goes. And it'll go out of bounds to the Ospreys. Barnes will grab that. And one more time. I'm going to tell you, fans, that it's time for you to get back in the game as an official. And this is really for OSAA. But if you're watching this game and thinking maybe you should get involved somehow, this would be one way for you to do it, because there's a critical need right now for high school officials in every sport. So if you wanted to help out, that would be wonderful. Just go to the OSAA.org website, and you can click on the blue subscribe button there. It says Become an Official. Hit that thing, and it'll give you all of the information. Go ahead and fill it out, because people are being confused. There's a shot on goal. Ooh! Off the top of the crossbar. My goodness, Whalen almost had that one. And there wasn't anything Stepp was going to do about it either. But anyway, talking to him, I guess there's some confusion as you read articles about it, that people are thinking maybe if they sign up on the OSA website that they're going to go everywhere and anywhere in the state. And that's not true. They will send your information down to the local commissioner, as Barnes will take that on a couple of hops, and they will send that down to the local commissioner for your area. And you'll only be officiating basically for most of the year unless you get to do playoffs in your area. So don't worry about that too much. And we watch them go kind of back and forth again here. The Osprey trying to get it going forward, but Clackamas doing a good job of not allowing that. And out of bounds again. Table Rock Sports says hello to our 2,250 YouTube subscribers who get updates when games go live. You can join the team at YouTube Table Rock Sports. I think I was on, I don't know if Joe's listening or not, but I think I was on, he's our executive producer, by the way, on the YouTube website. And I think we're well over that number that I just gave you at this point. May have to update that one. Unfortunately, I don't remember the number. It just seems to me we're way over. As you can see out on the middle of the field, we're still doing the old back and forth thing right now, as Barnes is going to grab this. It's just been a massive struggle. And I need to tell you that my clock, just so you can keep track of this, is trailing the stadium clock by about 3 to 4 seconds. Clackamas will inbound it. Alex Deviney. And out of bounds. Rogue will have it. Michaela Peterson to throw. Nope, going to do a kick. But to Peterson. And then right back to Christensen. And out of bounds. Clackamas to inbound it. We'll do it again. This time Rogue will inbound it. Cougars can't really advance it. Here comes the Osprey. Down the sideline. Getting there to grab it is Whalen. Back to the middle to Rodriguez, who loses it off of her foot. Then tries to get it back. And so far, not so much. As controlling it is Sullivan. Now back to the Ospreys. And out of bounds. Goal kick coming up for Barnes. On our way to the 90-minute mark. Which means we're approaching only 36 left to go here in the game. Really, there hasn't been anybody here in the second half that is, other than Whalen, that has even threatened the net. For the most part, other than goal kicks, the goalies haven't had to do a whole lot. Now the Cougars will set it up one more time. And out of bounds. And we'll have the Ospreys will be inbounding it. They're just taking their time getting down there. when a soccer ball gets loose in this park, it gets loose. A long chase down, man, sometimes. There's a shot, but that's going to get blocked. Nope. Can you get another shot off? No, they can't. The Cougars make sure that doesn't happen. Step will take a goal kick. No foul called. And out of bounds. Well, while they do that, let's take a quick one.
I ride the bus because it helps me get places on my own terms. Another day, another ride. And it's all thanks to Sophie. Everybody say hello to Sophie.
We ride the bus to get to school. We used to carpool from Medford, but this way, we don't have to worry about gas or parking.
Another day, another opportunity for David to be a public menace.
Hey.
Whoa!
Following the throw-in, the Clackamas thought about having a shot down at that end, but couldn't quite get it. Calling hands, I think. Yep. Saying it hit the player. I believe that that was on Christensen that just couldn't get the hand out of the way of the bouncing ball. Raff to kick this one. High and offline. So down now about 29 minutes plus some change left over as we move along here in this game, and still no score. But anybody who watches soccer knows that goals happen quick. Barnes will grab it again. And we'll boot it out of there one more time. Now Barnes is going to grab it. Racing for that was Deviney, but Barnes got there first. And corner kick coming up here. Everybody headed towards the middle. Raff is over there. Not sure that she's the one that will not absolutely take it. Also standing over there is Ross, and then Raph gives it to Ross, and right back to Raph. I tried to go inside from that point, but that doesn't work. Waylon. Chasing it down is Jacobs. Sorky. There's a shot, but one hop. And Stepp has that one. I was off the foot of Mackenzie Christensen. Waylon chasing it down. Nobody there but red shirts. Finally to Rodriguez. Tripping on Clackamas. So Rogue will take a kick here. Getting it ahead quickly. And all the red shirts are back there now. As Clackamas packs it down. Have the white shirts outnumbered right now. They've got almost everybody back. And as a result, they're going to kick it deep. The only people back there is Rogue, and kicking it out of bounds. I thought it was number 8, but that's not number 8 that kicked it out of bounds, so. Might have been number 6. Might have been Hussey that did that. Another goal kick coming up for Barnes. Well, we're getting down to where somebody's going to have to figure out how to get this done. And we have another injury. Put the glasses on and see what we get here. That's number 24. I don't even know who number 24 is. I apologize. So, a last minute addition or somebody that changed their number and wasn't noted on the roster. But away we go. I think if we were to talk to both coaches following this game, which we won't be doing, but if we were, they'd be telling you that one of the things that happened is just didn't get the offense going. Let the defense, both teams have let the defense dictate not only the pace of play, but how they're going to play. Really not the idea in any sport is you want the offense to dictate. Boy, there was a shot that almost went in. Whalen again. I used to believe it was Whalen. Not so much. Yeah, it was. Hold on. Let me look. Yeah, it was Whalen. Clark. Or make that Rodriguez trying to get it to Clark. And right now, again, Osprey having trouble getting it to where they can do a decent shot. Roth rides him off for Clackamas. And the race is on down the sideline and out of bounds. Rogue's direction. And there again is an effort, but not happening. Whalen one more time in the middle. Turned away. And Rogue get control of it. Burton had it momentarily. So we're getting down there now. As we say with soccer, it's get down to about the 20-minute mark. And we're headed down right now to the 18-minute mark. It's almost like being in the last 5 minutes of any other game that you can think of. The opportunities get limited at this point. Need to take advantage of every one of them. And there will be a corner kick coming up. Raff to boot it. Oh. Little bouncer that time. Sent in by Clackamas. Almanza with that shot bit. Barnes able to handle that one fairly easily. Down the sidelines and out of bounds. Trying to get it that time was Bond, but there's nothing there. That was Farrell with it coming down the sideline. Now they're over to the other side of the field. Clark in the middle, around the player, over onto the side. Fire, no. Step will stop that one. Here come the Ospreys again. Farrell one more time. Down the sideline and into the middle it goes. That's Whalen with it. Now she'll lose it. And one more time, the Ospreys get it out of there. Rodriguez chasing it down. Over to Clark. Clark sending it way deep. The only person there is Step. And the Clackamas goalkeeper will get this out of there. So just a few seconds left, more than 14 minutes left as we get down to the 76th minute here. And Clackamas loses it out of bounds. Barnes is going to chase it down, way down out there. Then bring it back to the middle of the field. Off the side of the foot that time. That was not the idea. Can they get it out? Oh. Actually a kick coming up for the Osprey. They're called for substitutions. Coming in for Rogue is Quinn Emmons. Barnes is on it. Just kind of rolling around down there, but nobody from either side going after it. Finally, Barnes does. Out of bounds. Another goal kick coming up. '80th minute, just so you can have an idea of what our clock looks like in comparison. It's about 4 seconds down. Down inside the final 10 minutes. Let's see if somebody can get a good push. Nope. Corner kick coming up for the Osprey. And in the middle, no, too long. That was Whalen with the corner kick, but too long. Wind picking up a little bit here. What you hear all of our papers rattling around. We have one window open. Try not to open too many with the wind. Corner kick for Barnes coming up. No. Ross with the shot, but way high. tires are blowing, making it hard to read the rosters. Getting it ahead. That's Whalen with it. She's had a couple of shots. Right past Whalen to Step. That was Peterson with that pass. Peterson again, but that's going to go out of bounds. Six minutes is all that's left to play. A little less than that. Barnes with another stop. So they keep racking up the saves. Here comes Rogue. They had their best shot there, maybe. That's up. Oh, man. Step knocked it out, and then as she did, she fell back into the net. But there were no Ospreys there. Otherwise, it was an open net. They tried. Here they come again. Last time Clark trying to get it to Rodriguez. And a one bouncer out of bounds. Looks like maybe we're going to settle for a draw here today. That's what it's beginning to look like. Down to 3 minutes to go. Couple of substitutions. Barnes on the run and grabs it. There's a good punt. controlled by Clackamas. Waiting to see if either team can mount an offensive challenge here in these final. Well, we're going to be down to basically the final minute here in just a few seconds. There's Rodriguez. Wide right. Or left, I guess. Wide left. And that comes with about 54 seconds left. That one may have done it. 14 seconds to go. 13. Now in a stoppage time. And out of bounds. Keep our eye on the official. And now for these final moments, North Medford will have it tight with Clackamas. He was telling the players the game is over, but he's not yet. They've already played about a minute 44, 48. We had 4 seconds. And that, he says, is the game. So, it's a final here. And at the end, well, no score is what we end up with between Clackamas and Rogue Community College. We'd invite you to stay tuned now for the Know Your Role campaign post-game show, which comes up next, right after this on TableRockSports.net.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Come enjoy the patio weather and a brand new menu at Tap Rock Northwest Grill, where friends and family gather and memories are made. Come visit us today or visit our website.
And we welcome you back to the Southern Oregon Sports Commission's Know Your Role postgame show. Visit travelmedford.org. Search Know Your Role to see how this campaign is changing the culture of youth sports for the better. Well, we would recap the scoring, except there is none. And frankly, it was a game where both teams struggled offensively, and the defenses really dominated today's ball game. So that moves the one-loss record for both of these teams to 1 win, 1 loss, 2 ties, or draws, as they would like to call them. And they'll see what they can get done next. This is not the final time we will see the women's soccer team. We'll see them again in a couple of weeks when they come back here to play. But for right now, maybe a little work to do and figure out how to get the offense to work as they were hoping it would work. It just didn't turn out that way today, that's for sure. We thank you for watching today's broadcast. We'd like to thank Rogue Community College for hosting the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net. Our next Table Rock Sports production, well, there'll be some tomorrow night, I'm pretty sure, because it's called Volleyball Night. And then the next thing that I will do anyway will be Friday night up in North Salem, when the North Medford Black Tornado will take on the number 1 ranked in the 6A classification for high school sports here in this state, North Salem. So that'll be a pretty good game because North Medford ranks like about 10th or 11th themselves. Again, the final score on the John L. Scott scoreboard was Rogue Community College nothing, Clackamas Community College nothing. This has been a special presentation of Table Rock Sports. Our executive producer is Joe Brett. I'm Terry Ross saying thanks for watching and good night from Medford, Oregon.